When we cross over this bridge, we're going to cross over the Santa Fe River. I will join on a trail that's nearly over 500 years old. It's part of New Mexico's history. Santa Fe River Greenway follows one of North America's most famous early roads, the El Camino Real de Tierra Andrino, the royal road into the interior lands. Now, this is a heritage, UNESCO heritage site in New Mexico and is a National Historical Trail. It's over 1,600-mile international route that begins in Mexico City and runs through north all the way to Santa Fe. So I'm on the north end of Santa Fe right now, and we're right here, and I'm gonna ride across the river, and somewhere up in here I cross over on the other side of the Veterans Memorial Highway, and I drive out up into here somewhere. There's a paved bike trail that goes up to Marty Sanchez Golf Course. So I don't know the mileage yet. I'll figure that out on this ride. So let's get started. I'm excited. Yeah, I don't think I'll take my top today. I'll go topless. Okay, one battery. Let's put our battery on. I feel like Mr. Rogers. Swapping out my shoes. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm 63 years old, almost 64, and I remember watching that dude when I was a kid. Won't you be mine? Don't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Okay. Gotta put on the tactical vest. I like wearing a tactical vest because it gets all this stuff out of my pocket. My keys to the van, my phone, my GoPro, whatever, my wallet. Up here on my chest, because if you leave stuff in your pocket, you might lose it on the road, and I've done stuff like that. And then I can get to stuff real easy, because I do a lot of switching between my phone and my GoPro. Here it is, early March, and we're setting record temperatures in the state of New Mexico. I'm talking back to the late 1800s. We've never seen weather this warm at this time of year. I'm wearing shorts. I'm up at 7,200 feet altitude, over 7,000 feet. Normally, there's a bunch of snow. We have no snowpack this year. I don't know. Alrighty. I think that's it. Let's go for a ride. Lock this bad boy up. See if this bad boy will start up. Yep. Full battery. Cool. All right, let's do this. My Metropolis Patterson transmission. Metropolis. This thing is really nice. I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to get another one for my terra trike. If you watch my Sequoia, I don't know how they say that. Down in Tucson, I rode that national park, that cactus park, out there about 30 miles, 29 minutes outside of Tucson, right out of I-10. Go watch that show. Sequoia National Forest or National Park, I think it was called. That was one of the best rides me and my brotator Alan brother had ever did in our recumbent trike riding career. Granted, we're not seasoned yet. We've only been doing it a few years, but we've done a lot of rides, and that one was, that was off the charts. Santa Fe's good, but that was really neat. Go watch that show. I'm still trying to get used to my clips. All right. So this El Camino Real de Tierra is Adreno is a trail that goes right through the Camino Real, and that's right here. We're getting ready to cross the Santa Fe River, and of course it's not flowing right now because it's winter, but the Spaniards came right up through here. They followed the river up when they were making their way into Santa Fe. Santa Fe would have been at the foot of the mountains, so we're, I don't know, 10-15 miles south of the historic Santa Fe Plaza. And this trail is on the west end of town off of Airport and the bypass, which is right there. The bypass, Veterans Memorial bypass right there. So this is one of the trails that Santa Fe, city of Santa Fe has built. And it seems to be a pretty good trail. I've only ridden it once before I found it. I had a hard time locating it. And when I did, it was real windy and cold, so I didn't really enjoy it. But today, it's a nice warming trend today. There's a cold front coming in tomorrow. It's starting to get windy already now. But it's not unpleasant. So let's go squeeze an hour or two out on this trail. First time I've rode shorts on since winter started. So I'm starting to get back into my shorts, which is fun. We just got back from Tucson, which I was telling you, that was an incredible ride down there. It was just different scenery. I'd never seen cactus, those big sequoia cactus up close like that. That was really neat. Go watch that show. Probably came out about a month ago. This will release later, but I'm filming in March, so this will probably come out in about a month or so. So that show that I'm wanting you to go watch has probably been out for over a month. You'll see me and my brother with one of those big cactus in the background. Go check out that show. We went to the Pima Air Museum. Go check out that show. We rode some of the Greenway down there in Tucson, the big loop. Yeah, I really like my Patterson transmission. It's a 1-to-1 28 tooth, and when I shift this SRAM over here, the planetary system up there on this single ring, when I shift this up, it goes to 1-to-1. Now I'm in 1-to-1 28 tooth. When I push this forward, instantaneously it goes to equates to a 45 tooth inside that planetary system that's in there. It's pretty neat history. This is the historical route into downtown Santa Fe back 500 years ago. Anyway, the Patterson is a pretty neat setup, and I've been talking to Sam Patterson, quite a bit on the phone and mostly texting. Some of my videos he uses on his Facebook. You need to go check him out. He's getting ready to, he's trying to re-release the Patterson's transmission, the one that's on the front of my trike. This is a new old stock. This is some that he had left over, and he still has them. I don't know how many he has. He still has a multitude of parts and some complete units. But he's getting ready to try to go back into reproduction on the Patterson planetary transmission. And once he does, you will be able to get more gearing, because right now I'm stuck with a 28 tooth chain ring because that's all he has. This chain ring right here is 28 tooth. He's going to have 30 and 32 and 36, I believe, which will give you a comparable higher end when you go into overdrive. So let's say if you have a 32 tooth chain ring, you're going to equate to something close to 50 when you go into overdrive, as if you had a 50 tooth chain ring, and then the bigger one would equate to a 56 tooth. So it gives you that dual range there on my Terra trike, which sports a 52 tooth with an 8-speed on the back and a 250 watt hub motor. It doesn't have any low range. It's a fairly large chain ring on it. So kind of tight in here. See, I just shifted down. Now I'm in a 28 tooth single ring on the front. It's easier to pedal. So anyway, go check out Sam Patterson's transmissions. He's getting ready to go back into production. Once he does, he's going to have the multitude of chain rings. Right now I'm limited to, all he has in stock is a 28 tooth, which is the smallest chain ring he put on him, which equates, once in overdrive, it goes to a 45 tooth equivalent. I'm really excited that he's trying to go back into production and rebuild it. It's going to be the exact same transmission that I have right here. So for those of you that have older ones, it's going to be pretty much the same. It's what Sam's been saying. So, which is a good thing. Now, even if you have an old one, you can still get parts for them. So don't be afraid to reach out to Sam. I'm getting ready to buy another one. I think it's $480 right now with shipping included. You might want to get some extra parts like the chain ring and some of the parts that may wear out over time, which would take a lot of miles, especially if you maintain your system. So anyway, I'm getting ready to order one for the trikes, because when we went to that Sequoia National Park out there in Tucson, even with the assist, I was having a hard time pulling those steep hills over there. That park has got some steep areas in it. It would have been nice to have Patterson's transmission, because I could have pulled it down into the shifter back and went into a 28 tooth, because currently that trike only has a 52 tooth with 8-speed on the back. 250 watt motor, and my legs were having a hard time climbing some of those hills. I mean, that 250 watt Promovic motor is one hell of a setup. Like I've been telling you folks, that trike charge, bang for the buck. You'll be hard pressed to find an e-assist trike at that great of a price range. And I have ridden it for well over a year and a half, almost 2 years. And that motor is just phenomenal. It performs dang near as good as any 250 500 watt systems that I've ridden. It never has overheated. It's made in Denmark. It's just a hell of a system. Now right now my cat trike's sporting an electric trike bike outfitters EBO 500 watt on the back of this bad boy. And I went up to Denver and did a show. You got to go watch the EBO shows where we installed the up there in Denver, where we installed the 500 watt hub drive on the back of my cat trike pocket. Spent all day up there and interviewed him. Did multiple shows up there. Rode up in Denver. Now I'm going to shift down because I'm up a hill. Now I'm in direct 1-to-1 28 tooth. It's how quick it is. It's like butter. Anyway, go watch the EBO series of videos we did. Me and Rotator Allen went up there in December, a few months back, and installed this system on my cat trike. And I'm very happy with it. Now all I got to do to go to overdrive, it's in overdrive now. Doesn't pop, doesn't make any noise. You can barely hear it shift. I'm headed down a hill now. I need some gearing. The cat trike pocket has a 10-speed, so I have a 20-speed on this trike now. It came standard with a 30-speed, but the triple that I had on the front, you know, they make a lot of noise when they shift, and I threw a couple of chains a couple of times. It wasn't adjusted right. This Patterson's like butter. It's a premier system. It's too bad that he's still not making them, but God, I hope he starts production again. Right up in those mountains right there is where Los Alamos National Laboratories is at, where the first atomic weapon was built. And I spent 23 years working there. And I retired about a year and a half ago. Directly to our west, those first set of mountains, is the Rio Grande is right on the other side of those little mountains. And there's a big arroyo. The Caja, they call it, the box. Pretty steep hills on it. Not real steep, but I got it in direct low, pulling this hill. Now I was watching, when I interviewed Jason at EBO, the CEO of EBO, He was telling me that a lot of you guys that install either a mid-drive or even a hub drive, electric assist, 500 watt, 750 watt, whatever you're running, and I've heard this across the industry, a lot of you folks aren't using your gears. You get an electric assist and you put it in one gear, and then you're just using throttle and torque sensing or cadence sensing even, and you're not shifting gears. And a lot of you, from what the guy in the industry that's been doing this for 15 years, building electric assists, tells me a lot of you don't shift gears because you'll come in with what you're either a cassette or a free wheel gears on the back with one of the gears completely wore out and the other ones look new. Well, that tells you one thing and one thing only: you're not shifting gears. Take it down to level 1 and get a little bit of a workout and use your gears to help you in the trike. Don't make your e-assist do everything unless you're just physically unable. But I'm a disabled veteran. I've got a bad hip. I've got leukemia. I've had a heart attack. This is about trying to get in shape. I'm using gears. I just went through, I'm coming off that hill. I was in underdrive. Now I'm going to go to overdrive right now. Right there. I'm using all my gears all the time. I've never, seldom get out of level 1 on this e-assist. And you'll hear me get kind of tired. I'm not making this trike do everything. I want to encourage you guys to get in shape, but use those gears, especially on a cat trike. You've got a lot of them. I just found that funny, and I've seen guys on Facebook, they buy these used cassettes and freewheels that people wear one gear out and they collect them and buy the one gear to build the stack new again and resell them used, because everybody's wearing one gear out on your cassette. When you go in to get them replaced, they're going to put a whole new set in, right? Unless you do it yourself. You can stack your own gears if you watch a couple of YouTubes, but I found that just weird. I'm always shifting gears. I thought Jason was like pulling my leg, and he goes, no, I'm serious. And then I've been reading up on it, and there's a lot of bike shops that tell me the same thing, and I see it on Facebook. I see it on you know, blogs and stuff like that where people don't shift gears. Why wouldn't you shift gears? I just found that funny. Here's the golf course, Marty Sanchez, out in the middle of the desert, right here. That's the Executive 9 right there. That's a little short 9, 3-car. The 18's back. It's a really nice golf course. On your left. Have a nice day. You too. Beautiful dogs.
Thank you.
A steep hill. Time to go to direct. Boom. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Now I got some gears still to go down. Now you can hear those shift because that's the rear freewheel on the back. That's the standard shift. That makes noise, but the Patterson makes no noise. Now I'm down. See, I'm still shifting. I don't make my electric e-assist do all the work. My legs are burning a little bit. It's still back there humming away because it's on. Because I need the help. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've ridden this without e-assist and it whipped my butt. This was the trail. I rid it once and I said I gotta have e-assist because I rode this trail and it kicked my ass. I did it. but I didn't enjoy it. And it's taking my breath away even with the assist, because I'm in level 1. This thing's dialed down low on level 1. The lowest thing, I've got a couple more gears. I'm pulling a real steep hill, and I'm going to go ahead and shift lower gears and go ahead and make it as easy as I need to. Now I'm in the, that's my lowest gear on the Catrack pocket. I'm in the littlest gear I've got. Not the littlest. I'm in the ratio to easiest to climb this hill. And my Patterson's at 28 tooth, and my assist is running about 30%. It's helping me 30%, and I'm doing the rest of the work. So for you cats that are riding your trikes and not using any gear, because you're just doing this, throttling out, or you're putting in a high level of assist and you're letting the electric do all the work for you, you're kind of defeating it. I encourage you to go ahead and use your gears and just slow down a little bit. Quit trying to do 100 miles an hour up these hills, and just take it at a slower pace and help your trike. Try it. You don't have to. I'm just telling you. You might want to try getting a little more workout, and it's taking my breath a little bit, you know. E-assist doesn't do it all for you if you don't make it. Yeah, I can do this. I can coast all the way up the rest of this hill. I'm almost 20 miles an hour. I'm 16, 17 miles an hour going uphill. Ain't pedaling a bit. What's the use in that? It's kind of fun, because I'm cruising along pretty good. But that's not the intent. Okay, folks. I think that wraps up today's show on the Camino Real trail that I've been riding. This is fantastic, folks. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Trust me, it helps. Until next time, folks, adios.